Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out, their signal caller. Now it is 4th season in the NFL.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
They go play action here. Purdy. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Purdy looking to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass caught by Pearson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. McCaffrey is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Purdy bootlegging it. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Mike Evans, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Look at the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Not open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And Burrow going to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They go with the empty set there, 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Burrow. Now he'll top this and run. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 13-yard line. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Brown going up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Andre Yoshibas from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away now for tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a nice plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out is their quarterback with his offense to take over once more. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. Throwing here, Purdy. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Open man is complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Not with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
shit I seen, send them off. Take a risk or take a trip, you know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised, I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up, yeah.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This will be picked by Brown. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now 2nd and 5. From midfield now, Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At the 44-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Also, Diggy Zua with the effort there to earn a sack.
2nd and 15 at the 49-yard line.
So halftime is upon. Oh, good return up past the 30. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 23. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Boye Mafe able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about it. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
That's complete to Pearsall.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Play action, now Purdy.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yards to go, second down. Purdy now to throw.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Boye Mafe got through the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
37-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And now off to the races down the right side. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And my, how the tables have turned after that play. And you know what? You think back to 1978. Little history lesson here. Take us through it, Charles. You remember that.
I remember it well.
At the Meadowlands. They do tack on the extra point as well. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, 49ers 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Dances by him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Purdy and the Niners
Down 14-7. A minute 52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Here's Purdy to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up. To throw is Purdy.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Here's 1st down. Purdy to throw.
This is caught by Evans. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Throwing, Purdy.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
Leads to second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here now, second and goal. Here's Purdy.
And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. That time a 6-play drive.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
A beautiful fake.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Burrow.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And he will be taken down, and that means
They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux Nessa up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. That ain't bad, but somebody gotta do it. Come on, put up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
so it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Brown. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
That good for 19 and a first down.
And the Bengals, first down.
They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
An inside give, Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Gain of 43 yards. And the 49er, first down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
So it's a win for the Niners here, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.